Okay, today we're going to be drawing Mew from the first generation of Pokemon. First, we're simply going to start off with a circle, nice and light. Play around with it. You can make a kind of egg shape. Then we're going to divide the head in half, like so. Kind of looks like a little pill that you take. Then we're going to add in 2 triangles for his ears. We're going to bulge out his head just a little bit more. Just play around with it. Okay. Now we're going to add in a semicircle. You can draw a full circle if you need to. And his little cheeks. And I'm going to round off the top of his ears. And we're going to have this part of his head come in. That way you show that this ear is behind and his head is turned. He or she. Alright, now we're going to go to the eyes. So start off with 2 simple lines. Make them slightly curved. And then come up. So they kind of look like the Dots candy or gumdrop. And in his ears. And then 2 lines right here. And we're going to go inside. Cut off part of it. And on this one we're going to make it a little skinnier. It's not going to be fat like this one. That way we can show that his head is turning. Then we're going to add in the little highlights. Be careful with this. You want to make them oval. You don't want to make them like a complete circle. Okay, for Mew's body, you're going to make it like a small square right here. And then bulge it out like so. Like an egg shape. I'm going to add in an oval right here. And then one on this side. This is where his I say his knees are going to be. This is for his joints. Then come up here. Draw a square. And then on the other side do the exact same thing. I'm going to make this a little bit fatter. Now we're going to focus on his feet. Even longer ovals, almost square-like. We're going to darken some of the lines that we're going to need to keep for later. So I'm going to simply darken this part of his body. That way I could simply erase this line, and it adds a little, so when we go back and color it, it can add depth. That way he doesn't look like he's a machine. He looks like an actual solid creature. His lines for his feet. just two. Space them apart and have them slightly curved. Make it a straight line. We're going to keep this line mostly. I'm going to darken this line. You have to darken this one and have it come over some. Like I said before, to show that this part of his body is more in view than the right side of his body. I'm going to add this a little bit more, and we're going to come in and curve him in. It's kind of fat at the bottom of his body. I wonder what his diet is. Probably just berries. And we're going to add in or carve out 3 little triangles on his hands. Or these are his hands. They're like, not hands, because he is a cat Pokemon, so I guess his paws. Now above his head we're going to draw an oval. And I'm going to continue going by my reference material. You could play around with this. You're going to make like a curly line and attach it to the back of his body. This is the flow for his tail. And I mean, you could give him like a bruised tail for your version. I'm going to follow my reference material. And his tail is long and thin throughout its entire length. And it really does not get that much bigger until it gets right to the body. So I'd say around here, expand it, and then quickly go back to the actual length that you were doing prior. And once you finish fleshing it out, simply go back and ink the lines that you decide to keep, and then simply erase this.